Hey guys, this is Nico. I'm back for another video. Today I'm making a video as I promised of my CD collection as it is right now. It may go over to 3 parts, so stay tuned with me guys. Alright, so I will be making these videos as my collection gets progressively bigger. So let's get started. Alright, the first CD that I have here, it's actually 2 CDs here. It's like a part of a series. I have Guitar Moods, really peaceful, highly suggest it, and Ivory Thunder. I'll just let you look at the back and look what it looks like back here. It may not be a big deal to you guys, but I like the artwork on for music stuff. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, so those 2 albums, highly suggest them both. And here I have Foreigner's newest album, Can't Slow Down, one of the best Foreigner albums ever. Here you have the album, the actual album, Disc 1, Disc 2 remixes, and you have it live from a DVD live from a European tour, and it's a documentary too. It's pretty cool. And here I have Journey's Escape album. It has all the usual songs on it, and then it has bonus tracks, La Raza del Sol, Don't Stop Believing Live, Who's Crying Live, and Open Arms Live. It's a pretty good album. Anyway, Wind of the West, it's like a Native American / New Age flute album. It is really good if you're working, and I highly suggest it. And here, Best Jazz 100. This includes a lot of good jazz songs. It includes 6 discs of them, everything from classic jazz to Latin jazz. So it's a really good album. By the way, I'm not reading that off the label, so in case you guys are wondering. And I have Tal Bachman, as you know, is a one-hit wonder. She's So High, and I'm sure his other songs are good. So. And here I have something from a friend. It's just like an album they did or something, or I don't know, but it's like a Beatles tribute sort of thing, so sounds good. And I have Coldplay's debut album, Parachutes. It's like an acoustic / piano album, really good. I mean, I haven't heard the whole thing yet. And here I have The Best of Both Worlds, Van Halen. It is an awesome album, highly suggested if you're not into Van Halen already. And here's what the inside looks like. Some pictures of the band and the discs right there. So that's beast. And here I have Timothy Schmidt's newest solo album. In case you were wondering, he's the bassist from the Eagles, or the guitarist, don't get me wrong guys. And here I have the inside of the album, and the booklet for the album's right here. There's a little art picture there. So it is awesome album. I've heard half of it so far. Really good. Might I suggest the song One More Mile? Really good song. And here I have all the Floyd albums. I have the Final Cut, which is basically Roger Waters talking about World War II and how bad it was, but I'm not saying that as an insult. It's a really good album, and I like the theme he chose for it, even though his father died, which is really sad, and I'm serious about that. Alright, here I have The Division Bell. Really good album so far. I listened to 3 songs so far. It is really good. And here I have Obscured from Clouds, Obscured by Clouds. It's another Pink Floyd album. It's basically a soundtrack for a old movie back in the early 70s. Haven't listened to it, but I'll do a review over it once I do. Here I have Pink Floyd Radio Sessions. It's basically their early stuff, everything from Relics to Adam Hart Mother on here. If you Pink Floyd fans know what I'm talking about. So it's basically their early stuff in a live setting, so highly suggest it. And here I have an album that every rock fan needs to have, Dark Side of the Moon, one of the best albums in rock history. It's like really good. I suggest it. Here I have Echo's The Best of Pink Floyd album. If you're just getting into Pink Floyd, I'd highly suggest listening to it first before getting any of their albums to see if you're really into it. Really good album. I I started off with that one and Dark Side of the Moon, and now I'm a big fan of Pink Floyd. And here I have Gentle Irish Air's really relaxing album. It's best to do it when you're reading or like reading a book in bed or something, so really good. If it's still in print, I'd highly suggest getting it. And here I have Classical Masters. All you classical fans would love this. I'm a classical fan myself, but I haven't, just shame I haven't listened to it yet. So it includes a lot of famous ones in there. Here I have Gentle Persuasion. Now this is a really relaxing album. Highly suggest it on when you're about to go to sleep or meditating. And here I have Kenny G Silhouette. I've only heard like the first and second song. It's really good so far. And here I have like a tribute album to Elton John. It has all these, featuring all these artists singing his songs. Everything from Bon Jovi to the Beach Boys to the Who, and here's the track listing here, in case you're curious. I don't know where you guys can find it, but got it at a garage sale or something. And here I have Journey's Greatest Hits. It basically says for itself, really awesome band. Excuse me, guys. Alright, and here I have Brian Eno, really good composer for like ambient music. Really good music. I was just listening to it. And here I have AC/DC, Back in Black. Every rock fan, again, like I said, for Dark Side of the Moon should have this album. It is an awesome album. I would suggest it as well. Here I have Billy Joel and Innocent Man. I'm a really big Billy Joel fan. Really good music. It's like this album's like 50s style music, and he played in the 70s and 80s. And here I have Elton John live album. Doesn't really have any hits on it. Wouldn't go for it, guys, but really good if it's from Elton John. And here I have the Best of the Doobies, Volume 1. It has all the hits on it, but it has all their 70s hits, but not their 80s, the 80s, which is on disc 2. Alright, here's Phil Collins Hits. Really good album. Phil Collins, pretty good. So here's like a jazz sampler from the For Your Entertainment store, I believe. Has some good songs on it. And here's Roger Eno, Brian Eno's brother. He does about the same type of music, but he experiments more in the classical baroque type, I believe. And it's really good stuff, and it includes a lot of tracks on here. So I would get that album as well. And then Enya, A Day Without Rain, one of Enya's best albums. It's really relaxing and it helps you dream. Alright, let's move on. Classical Masters, another Classical Masters album. Really good stuff, like I said about the other one. Alright, here's Ray Charles. I'm not really a big Ray Charles fan, but you can, if you want it, just send me like a you can send me like a message if you want this album. I mean, I don't really care about Ray Charles music, so it's more like gospel, which I'm not really into, like R&B gospel music. No offense to you guys. Here's Collective Soul, really good stuff. I haven't really listened to it, but really good. And I know, guys, I haven't been listening to much of these albums, but I will. I just save them because they're good. This is like Harry Connick Jr. It's like Frank Sinatra, modern Frank Sinatra. This is like Christmas themed album, and this one here is like stuff off of plays like The Wizard of Oz and stuff, songs I heard. And here I've got Coldplay Viva La Vida, also with bonus Prospects March EP. I'll just let you look in here, it's pretty cool. Viva La Vida, Prospects March. And here I have Jack Johnson, In Between Dreams. It is relaxing, good stuff, makes you feel like you're at the islands. And here I've got Yellow Jackets. If you don't know what it is, it's like a jazz group. This is their collection. I would suggest it as well. Best of Foreplay. Foreplay is good music. It's like another jazz group. And here's another Yellow Jackets album here as well. So here's a Rod Stewart Unplugged album. Sorry guys, this album, so when I bought it, was damaged, so I had to take it out of it. So I'll just show you it here like this. It's really good. I mean, if you think, usually when people think of acoustic, it's not as good as the original, but it's really good. Here's like Billy Idol. These are like extended versions of songs, Money Money, and all those hits. And finally, for this one, I've got Best of Hiroshima. It is like an Asian music slash jazz on it. So really good, guys. That's it for this part of my music collection. I will review the rest maybe tomorrow or some other when I have a chance. So I'll catch you guys in the next video, and peace out.